Hey, this is Venger Satanis. What's up? So this is going to be a short video of the shortest videos that I'm ever going to do. I'm just going to take a couple minutes here. Reviewing HackMaster 5th edition. And I said before in a different video that I would gladly trade it or sell it to someone that wanted it, because this is definitely not for me. This is my own opinion, and some of these are just counterpoints to different reviews and videos I've seen praising the book or, not praising the book, whatever. So yeah, the outside cover, it's got the nice gold leaf on the spine and red leatherette or whatever with embossed stuff on the cover. But in the center, you see the shield there, it's a sticker. So you've got a sticker, just plastered onto this awesome red leather, I don't know if it's engraved or embossed or whatever, but it's just a weird choice and kind of tacky, and just there's a disconnect. And that really sums up my entire review of HackMaster 5th edition, aesthetically and system mechanics wise. And if you look at the cover, I don't know how well you can see it there, but it does not scream HackMaster or Knights of the Dinner Table or really anything except generic medieval setting. That's it. And that's kind of the tone I get throughout the book. The humor is gone. I mean, there are a couple funny things, I guess. One joke about, oh, this is how the NFL does it, and I watch football, so that was just, I don't know. I don't know if it was a turnoff or a red flag in dating parlance, but it was not cool, or I didn't get it. A lot of the art is very small and not dealing with the flavor. Baby's fussing, but basically it's night and day from 4th edition HackMaster. What 4th edition had going for it was the sort of old school flavor, sometimes in spite of itself. Hang on. Okay, so there are some good things about the system, like the honor and the other things. They've got like multi-classing kind of built in, but I don't know. It's just so much complex rules and this and that, and I don't know if it's the old school gaming gene in me, but I'm just looking for a lot less and a lot more. I don't know, not necessarily innovation, but just imaginative. Just things that foster your imagination and that make the game go without all these rules layered upon rules, and you can only do this if you do that, and +2. I mean, I like some of that too. I mean, role-playing games are based on stuff like that, but it comes to a point where it's just too much. In recent years, gamers like me long for basic D&D and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and house ruling or home brewing, a lot of stuff that just kind of makes sense at the time, and using the dice as little as possible. Diceless isn't for everybody. I love to use dice and roll them all the time, but these days I tend to want the dice to randomly dictate less of the game, and I want myself and the other players to sort of collaboratively narrate the action or the role-playing, without dice, without randomization. So anyway, and the combat, if you get a chance to look at the book, there's like a Knights of the Dinner Table like comic book strip, which is not funny at all, really, and it just makes you hyper-aware of how laborious and boring and never-ending this combat system is. I mean, I would love for someone who loves HackMaster 5th edition to sit down with like another guy or another couple of people and really do the combat, like role play it out, and do everything like it says in the book with the dice rolls and the the rounds and counting to 5 or whatever, and getting blown back because of this, and yeah, just show us what it's like, because I think most people that are watching it will be like, holy crap, this sucks. It's like 4th edition D&D, except less cool powers and more, I don't know, just time-sucking rules lawyering or negotiating or whatever. It's like what someone that didn't know what old school was thought that adding endless, boring rules and systems and complex maneuvers and whatever thought was old school. And then he made that the complete game. So the departure, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, HackMaster started as kind of a joke game, but it had its own intrinsic or inherent old school coolness and its own character and charm, partly because of the humor and partly because it was an attempt to get back to the old school roots, sort of, because D&D had, since 3rd edition, or really 2nd edition, has just departed from what basic D&D and Advanced Dungeons & Dragons were all about. And this is neither fish nor fowl. The 5th edition, it just kind of like takes its own run, and why do we need another fantasy role-playing game that's not going to have a specific concept or niche that elevates it above, whatever, one of the 1,000 different fantasy role-playing games that are out there that you can buy. I'm not going to list them all, but there's probably literally, maybe not 1,000, but at least probably 100. Why HackMaster 5th edition? Especially when the art isn't that fantastic and the rules or innovation or whatever isn't that awesome, and there's nothing to recommend it to me or to anyone else, and it's really expensive. This fancy book is like, I don't even know how much, like $60, something like that. Anyway, I've already spent too much time on this. Like I said, there are some good things to recommend it. I mean, maybe not recommend it, but there are some decent things in here. Ideas and maybe a couple different rules or spells. Some of the artwork is kind of nifty, but it has none of the feel. And just the fact that it's so glossy and lavish, and it takes itself so fucking seriously, or so fucking serious, I can't take it seriously. I don't know, it goes too far in one direction and not enough in all the others, which it really needed to go. Like the humor and the kind of old school, aesthetics, and, less rules and more, ideas and opportunities and innovations to get the game up and running and make it live and sing for the players and the game master. And I don't know, I just think it on a whole, it fails on almost every level. So that's my take. If you feel differently or the same or whatever, you just have something to say, comment or make a video response to this. That's it. And again, if someone wants to buy or trade this, I would be happy. You got something neat that maybe I might like, let me know. Alright, that's it. Yeah, Cthulhu for talking.